music? And what have you learned from yourself since you've been on Idol?
Oh my God. I think not to get in my head
Mm,
a lot of the time. And I'm glad that I caught that early on, Archie, like before I started even I guess yeah, before I started releasing music, because I think once you realize that once you really take into consideration like, hey, it isn't a coincidence that people are saying, hey, your voice is like changing my life. Your music and your
yeah,
covers and the way you sing songs is changing my life. You really have, when people tell you that, sometimes as artists, it can just go over our heads because we're so
yeah,
in our heads a lot of the time. But you have to realize, like, hey, that is the reality of the situation. Like, I really do have something to offer. So I think just like learning not to be so like I guess anal about everything and making sure
yeah.
I just flow and just do what I love and do whatever I want to do when I sing. Like I think that's I've learned that a lot, and I'm glad that I've learned that before I started releasing music, just so that I'm not scared to put whatever out, And then
Right. You're not scared at
also,
all for it now.
I'm not
You
scared.
know,
I'm
you,
just,
you know what it tastes like. You know what it feels like now, and you know
exactly,
you have that influence. That's really cool. Your
exactly.
video shoot, your
Yeah,
video shoot. That was your first video shoot, man. Like
ever.
how, like you dream of moments like that, in your life. You dream of, performing at a big award show. You dream of doing this video shoot. How was that for you?
Oh my gosh. First of all, it was a new world. I didn't know what it was. Me, my mom, and my A&R were on set, and about 30 other people. Yeah, so it was a new world, but
Yeah.
luckily, shout out to the director of the video, Loris Russier.
Okay.
I haven't even asked him how to pronounce his last name, but that Loris, we just call him Lo. We just call him Lolo. He was just
Lolo.
amazing. Lolo, he was just amazing of with showing me the ropes and how everything goes. And I think it was one of those things where, I just try not to get in my head about everything. But it takes time, Archie, like for it to
Yeah.
be my first video, like the first maybe like half of the first scene is rough. It's rough, because you have to realize like it's not like a show where everybody is there to just watch you and be entertained. Like people are like working,
Yeah.
and this is something
Around you.
that's premeditated. So it's like it's so weird because all eyes are on you, and then
Yeah.
nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah. Like when you're performing, everybody has to be quiet. So it was just a whole new world, no pun intended, but it was just
Yeah.
like a new world, and but it taught me a lot and taught me how music videos go.
Yeah.
And by the time I got out of like the first half of the first scene, I was on a roll. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, I could do it every
You
day.
was in it.
I was
Listen,
in
I
it.
can tell. I know when Mike is in it. When I start to see them shoulders go, when I
the
start seeing that go, I know
yeah,
Mike is
yeah,
in it. I'm an MJ
yeah.
Dub fan. I'm an MJ Dub fan, so I know when them shoulders in it. I know he's in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
He's in it.
Thank you. Once you see the finger
That's right.
and the shoulders, yeah, yeah.
You win
Maybe
it.
the
You
spin,
win it
I
to
don't know.
win it. You in it
You
to win it
know,
from there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
recently saw your post that said you really wanted to
Hmm.
perform at the BET Awards so bad, dude.
I would love
I,
to. Oh my God,
yes,
Hashi, I would love to.
I
Well,
I think
yes,
you'd
keep
be so
going.
great at something. Be great on the BET Award stage.
Oh,
But what are
thank
some
you.
artists right now who you want to work with?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I mean, I will say that I want to sing with. I would like to work with Chloe Holly. Would be dope. Like
Oh,
I would love to do something with them. But those are like big goals. I always said that Miley Cyrus was somebody I wanted to sing with one day.
hmm,
And then like, but in terms of like, those are like singers. I'm always like driven to work with like people that are more so behind the scenes.
yes,
So like,
yes.
James Fauntleroy, I would love.
And you know what,
Um,
Mike? That makes sense because we're Brandy fans, and you know what? That makes so much sense.
yeah,
James Fauntleroy is so underrated. He's such an amazing vocalist, by the way, too.
yes,
And he's an amazing producer. But go ahead.
yeah.
I digress.
No, it's okay, Archie. You can be as excited as you want right now, cause like this,
You said
I'm,
James Fauntleroy. Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah. James Fauntleroy is one, and then John Bellion I would love to work with, and Amy Allen is another one. Priscilla Renee.
Okay.
I could go on and on and on. Like,
Oh my God. I would love to see you work with Tyon Christian, TC.
I would love to work with TC. Oh my gosh, him. Dwayne Whitmore is another one I would love
Yes.
to work
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like crazy people that I literally go on YouTube and just listen to like their demos. Like
Yeah.
Esther Dean is another one
Oh
that I
my
would
God.
love to work with. Yeah, like
Incredible songwriter.
yeah,
Incredible.
absolutely, absolutely. And I remember Archie like a couple months ago, I sent my A&R like who's actually waiting on a response from me for something. But I sent him like this large list, like over 100 people that I just want to work with, just randomly worked on the list. Like there's so
Right.
many, so many, so many. So
You
yeah,
yeah. We have so many influences. Like I
so
get it.
many.
Like you just can't pinpoint one. Like these are the people. Flip the page. Flip the page.
Yeah,
Flip
but
the
just
page. Just keep
all
it
day
going.
long,
Yes.
all day
Like,
long.
come on. Yeah, I want to work with all of these people. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Now the world is opening up, Mike. Thank
Mm-hmm.
God. Hopefully it continues to move in a positive direction. But
Yes.
are we going to see you? Are you scheduling like a mini tour or an EP tour? Or
Yeah.
whenever your project may be coming out soon?
Well, okay, so I will say my next song comes out in about a month. So yeah, I know Archie is actually really hot in here, but
It really is.
and I don't want to like leave the camera to go turn up the air in here because I'm
Right.
like, woo, it's hot. But it comes out in about a month.
Yeah.
We're shooting for August the 16th.
Come on.
So yeah, the song's already been mastered. It actually got sent to master yesterday. So that's coming up soon.
Let's go.
Yeah, now I'm like getting tempted to like just disperse the not disperse, but give the title away, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
But it's coming really soon, middle of August, so that's really exciting. And then I want to set up like some performances. I'm trying to perform while you're texting me as much as I can.
Yes.
So there's some performances that I have lined up of that song, just like more digital performances and things that I'm shooting soon. We're working on this big performance that I'm like, I talked about getting in my head earlier, but this performance is kind of crazing me out. I know, I don't know. I shot it so long ago, way before I shot the Pop Smash radio thing, but I'm like, I don't know. But we're still working on it. But there's a lot of things that are
Okay.
coming up. And I want to do like a live set really soon. But first I'm working on getting more music out for sure.
Yes.
So
Look.
it's coming really, it's a really exciting thing.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I want to shout out to all your fan bases too,
Oh,
like
hey
Team
guys, love
MJ
you.
Dub, Team
Yes, love
MJW,
you.
all your fan bases that hit us up all the time and who
Yes.
vote for your videos. Shout out to all of them.
I
It
love
could
y'all so
be.
much.
Yes, and you debuted on the countdown last week. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you debuted while you texted me at number 10 last week with
Oh,
13,000 votes. So shout
oh,
out to all of the MJ Dub team
wait a second.
members.
Oh my God, thank
You,
you guys so much. What the
I,
heck?
that's so magical
Oh
for
my
a fan like
God.
myself and for Pop Smash. That you debuted on our show for your very first single. That is so special to us, just
Oh,
because we love you so much. So
I love
last
you
week
guys too.
last week it was a moment when we saw you come up on there because it was like, oh my gosh, like it's really taking
Yes.
off. We were so excited.
Oh,
And
Archie.
yes, and shout out to your mom. I'll be tuning into her Tuesdays too. I think I tuned in her Tuesdays
No.
twice. I tuned into it twice. Yes, to have little prayer sessions because I needed it. And
Oh,
she is
Archie.
so magical. So shout out to your
Oh,
mom.
Archie. No, she's in there right now. I love you,
Is she?
Mama. I love you.
Oh,
Yes, she should
how
be
you doing,
watching.
Mom? Hope Victorious.
Yes,
If
Hope
I don't see it,
Victoria.
hi. Like I
Yes.
joined in
There
twice
she
on
goes.
Facebook, and it was so beautiful, and I'm so
Yeah.
glad that I was able to tune in. But if you do not, tune into her Tuesdays. It's a beautiful prayer
Yes, God.
session in the moment. Like she's such a wonderful woman. You see, like the
Yes.
apple don't fall too far from the tree. Look at that. Like he's a
Oh,
beautiful
thank you,
person,
Archie.
and so is his mom and family. So
Yeah.
I will continue to support y'all forever. Like I just
Yes,
love you
please.
guys.
We love you. We love
A
you. Shout
hundred
out to my mom,
percent.
Hope Victoria. Yes. Also, Archie, you gotta buy some of my mom's coffee. She just made a coffee
What?
line. Yes. It
And the
it,
crazy
it
thing
came
is,
out.
I
Yeah.
don't need no coffee because I'm already excitable. But I
I
want me
can't stop
some
moving.
coffee.
Yes, please. Please. Yes. She just debuted the line. So like
Yes.
about like a month and a half ago. So yeah, you have to buy her coffee. So everything is on her website. The link is in
Oh,
her
I'm buying
bio.
it.
Like, yes, please. Everybody go support
Yes.
my mom.
I'm
Please.
definitely going to buy some coffee now. I'm gonna give it
Yes.
to my mom because my mom loves coffee.